I keep asking the same question, but I'm not getting an answer. Nobody's providing any context to this, and I don't care what the answer is. I just want some answer of some form. But I mean, I do care what the answer is. I want something legitimate. But my point is please explain how it is you can be racist to a white person. If you could explain that, and as I've explained in a couple of videos now and replying to comments, it's not the same thing. It's not unprovoked. It's not, and you could argue and say, well, it's still racism. Yes, but not in the same hand. It doesn't work that way, right? There's a difference between a white person, and I'll use the example that I see commonly, a white person standing in the middle of a Walmart or the middle of a street just yelling racial slurs at a person of color, or refusing employment to a person of color, or things like that you don't see happening to white people. I don't. In any example anybody's tried to prove in video or stories, it falls flat because there's already a bias perpetrated by the white person. So it negates that, right? Like, where's the example? I'm waiting to see it. And I gave examples in the videos. Go watch my other videos and I'll explain how I don't think that's a thing. Do I think it's possible? Yes, I'm not saying it's not possible, but I have not seen it. Now, if you're going to say that a person of color who hates white people is just racist for the sake of being racist, there's also a difference there too, because that person probably has a pre-built-in ideal of why white people are bad based on the treatment of other people of color, right? It's the same as saying that black people are racist because they hate cops. Black people are racist because they hate white cops. Well, let's see. What have white cops done to people of color? What have cops done to people of color? See, that's the difference. White people, on the other hand, make assumptions and become racist off of things that aren't true, right? You get white people that go, oh, Hispanics are stealing our jobs. That's racism because that's not true. And additionally, it's a bias that doesn't fit. Like, that's a really base surface level example of things, but it still fits, and that's the problem. So again, I'm waiting for anybody to provide an example where a person of color was racist. And does that unicorn exist? I'm sure it does, but it is vastly different. And no, I don't think white people I don't think white people are getting racism in the same way, or even getting racism to begin with. What they're getting is a reaction to their racism is what they're getting. So anyway, I welcome comments and questions. If stuff gets too extreme, I do block things, but you have to get pretty far out there. So